Let me just go across to Mr. Sam Pitroda, who's now joining me from Chicago. Thank you very much for speaking to CNN News 18. We did see your tributes which you put out on the social media platform, Mr. Pitroda. But, you know, as we mourn the death of everyone talks about the fact that the man who contributed and has etched his place in Indian history, what is it that set him apart?
As I've said earlier, to me, he was a true Gandhian leader. He believed in democracy, diversity, inclusion. He believed in lifting the people at the bottom of the economic pyramid. He was the one who planted seeds for liberalization of Indian economy. And he was a very simple, unassuming man with character, values, ethics, and morals. It is hard to find these kinds of people and leaders in this day and age. Everyone is too selfish. Everyone is focused on power and profit. Very few people really worry about larger picture for the planet and for the benefit of the people. That's what Manmohan Singh was all about. He was not flashy. He was not looking for publicity of his own. He was not there to undermine anybody. He was a team player. Some people thought he was not strong enough. But I think exactly opposite. That he was a good manager who allowed his people to flourish. He was not micromanaging things. I worked for him for 10 years. I worked with him on Knowledge Commission, innovation, and information infrastructure. I had many meetings with him at a personal level, and I found him to be very warm, welcoming, and he was ready to listen. It's hard to find that kind of leadership today. So I will miss him.
Mr. Pitroda, you also were very much a part of India's movement as far as the telecom revolution is concerned. He, as the finance minister from 1991, also ushered in the liberalization or opening up of India. Would you say that that was his biggest achievement? What India is today is also thanks to the kind of opening up of Indian economy to the world, to the skies?
Yes, you know, he and I met in 1985. And we connected. And we sort of compared notes on and off. And I got an opportunity to work with him. When he became Prime Minister, he called me in Chicago on his own. And he said, Sam, I need your support and blessings. This is Prime Minister of India calling. How many people would have that level of self-esteem to be able to call somebody and say, I look forward to your help? That was the character of the man. And it hurts when people criticize him, abuse him. He was really a thorough gentleman. And he knew that the time had come for the economic liberalization in 1991. He never talked about taking credit for 1991 liberalization. He used to say that the time had come for India to liberalize. And I think that move planted the seeds for today's growing India. A lot of credit goes to Manmohan Singh. And I think his professional journey as an economist was equally important. Hello?
as was his diplomatic journey. Because Mr. Pitroda, you stay in Chicago. The Prime Minister, I remember, Manmohan Singh, I remember he got a very emotional letter when he demitted office in 2014 from the then President Barack Obama. If you could just tell us the kind of sentiments attached to him, his diplomacy, and also the fact that not just in India, but the world leaders also, kind of appreciated, and those tributes are already pouring in. The world leaders also understood and his stature and his contribution.
Absolutely. I was with him when he came to Washington. I was at the dinner that Barack Obama had hosted for the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. I was in a meeting along with 7-10 more people when he had a private meeting with Hillary Clinton. He asked me to speak at that meeting on Innovation and Knowledge Commission. And he was very sort of open in our conversations. I remember once a finance minister from Europe, I think he was from UK, told me that, Sam, when I met Manmohan Singh, I felt like I had met God. I said, what do you mean? He said he was wearing white turban, white dress, a man in total peace, as if he was meditating. And he said, I never had that kind of feeling in my life. So I think especially liked him very much. At the dinner also, when we all were meeting, you could see the body language of Barack Obama for Dr. Manmohan Singh. And, people realize that he's a professional, wise man with deep understanding of economy. And he's content with his work and is not looking for people clapping for him.
Mr. Pitroda, since you also kind of worked in close quarters with him and interacted with him very closely, I really want to leave you and quickly ask you these questions. Many wondered why was he so stubborn about the Indo-US nuclear deal. Did he ever explain to you why he thought that this deal was important for India?
Yes. We had long chat. We had long chat even while we were in US. We had a chat on it because he firmly believed that for India to grow, the biggest challenge is going to be energy. If we don't have enough energy requirement fulfilled for 1.5 billion people, India will not be able to deliver the kind of growth India is looking forward to. And he believed, rightfully so, and I also believe, that solar is not going to be the ultimate answer. Ultimate answer lies in nuclear energy, but different kind of nuclear power plants. Now, his idea is beginning to make sense in terms of smaller nuclear plants. People sometimes call these desktop nuclear plants, where you have distributed energy in the nuclear form, which is easy to manage, lot less risk. And I think these kinds of plants are now becoming a reality. So his concern for nuclear deal was appropriate. He was not looking to big plants as we have built in the past. He knew that in 10, 20 years, we will have smaller nuclear plants. So I think he had a vision on nuclear energy, and that's why he came close to the US in signing the nuclear deal. And he spent a lot of time and he put a lot of his political capital online on that. It is unfortunate that we have not been able to capitalize on it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Pitroda, for sharing your thoughts with us. I mean, they are really gems which you've shared with us. Thank you very much for speaking to CNN News 18. So that was Sam Pitroda. He was a part of the Telecom Commission, but as he himself pointed out, very much a part of the Knowledge Commission, Knowledge and Innovation Commissions, in which he interacted very closely with the former Prime Minister.